Welcome back, Auburn Tiger fans, and I want to quickly talk about the Ole Miss versus Auburn game tomorrow night at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Quickly as I'm finishing my drive in, I expect this game to be extremely entertaining, and what I mean by that is I'm expecting a very high-scoring game. We have Ole Miss with Matt Corral, I guess is how you say his last name. But we have Matt Corral, who's on his Heisman run right now. He's considered the front runner by many people, along with Bryce Young at Alabama. And from what we've seen from him so far, his passing game is fantastic for the most part. So with what we've seen from Auburn's defense and what we're seeing from Ole Miss's offense, I expect them to try to run up the score and through that passing game. So they're going to be passing a ton on us. They will try to run the ball as well. But Matt Corral is just too efficient and too good passing the ball that there's no way they're changing that game plan. And then if you're Lane Kiffin and you've seen the film on Auburn, what have you noticed? Auburn can shut down the run pretty well. But when you go through the air, we're getting sliced and diced in that secondary a lot. We're giving up some passing yards. And so if you have a highly potent offense in the passing game and you've got a defense that struggles somewhat or struggles a lot, depending on how you want to look at it, in the passing defense game in the secondary, it just makes sense. So I expect to see a lot of passing and a lot of completed passes from Matt Corral of Ole Miss. With that being said, I also expect Ole Miss to score quite a bit. I think it'll happen through the passing game more so than the running game. But I do expect this to be a high-scoring game, just like the Arkansas-Ole Miss game a few weeks ago. I don't think it will be as high-scoring of a game, but I really think it's going to be a cumulative 60 to 70 point game between the two teams. The question for this game is going to be, can Auburn's offense score enough to keep up with Ole Miss's offense? And that's where I still have some question marks. So Ole Miss, I'm pretty confident their passing game is going to be on point and they're going to be doing really well. Let's flip to Auburn's offense. I guarantee that Lane Kiffin and company have watched a lot of film on Auburn, and they've noticed the teams who have done better have shut down the run game. So they are going to be doing every single thing they can to shut down the run versus Auburn. They do not want Tank getting the ball and breaking out. They do not want Jarquez Hunter or Shivers or even Bo Nix running the ball, because they know that when we're efficient running the ball, we win games. So they will be doing what they can to load the box, shut down the run, whatever they've got to do. They're going to force Bo Nix to pass the ball and force him to beat them in the passing game over the running game. So that is something that we will see from, right out of the gate. And I don't expect that to change at all. I mean, look at the teams who've done it and done it well. So it's going to happen. And then, what's going to be the difference? What's going to determine who wins? It's going to come down to Bo Nix, in my opinion. So which Bo Nix are we going to get? Are we going to get the Bo Nix who is, accurate, throwing the ball, scrambling when he needs to? Or are we going to get the Bo Nix who is off target, not putting any touch on the ball, and and overall just getting angry and not being that calm presence to settle the team down and show them that, even though we may be behind, we are not out of the game. I'm looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be entertaining, and I would love to know what your prediction is in the comments below. I'll make another video on this later. War Eagle.